My camera battery's about to die, but I'm going to squeeze in a video. This is for, well, I just want to, you know what? I just want to say how much I really appreciate the Bonzoleum fans, the Bonzoleum channel fans. Seriously, I just talked with a fella named Ed, whose name will remain because of, privacy issues. Wonderful dude. I'm sending him some shirts. Ed, I don't want to, you can't see his last name. But it's going out today. Shirts in there. I got a CD in there too. Signed by yours truly. Boy, that sounded egotistical. Well, sometimes people want them signed. So I signed it. Anyway, so I have the drums here. I have the NEUSONICs. Thanks, Ed. 14 by 20, 8 by 12, 14 by 14. 3 outer plies maple. 3 inner plies cherry, and they sound wonderful. These are the heads right out of the box, man. So I have my Indie 6.5 by 14.8 lug here. So I just want to play them a little, and I do want to say this too. I do have a new cymbal that came in. I saw this on the eBay, and I was convinced. It was an old, like a very early 602, okay, and possibly a second. Maybe they didn't stamp it with the Pisces or Formula 602. See that? Can you see the hammering? The hammering. It's very interesting. It's very much like a 40s, early 50s Zildjian. You'd see where the hammer, and sometimes on newer. But where the hammer goes straight out and like all the way, man. And that's some serious looking hand hammering, looking-ish hand hammering. And this thing is B20 alloy, okay? Remember, B20 alloy is 80% copper, 20% tin, with some traces of it. Let's say silver or whatever. Versus, anyway, so I got to stay non-ADD. It turns out this baby is a made in Japan cymbal, probably in the 60s. It looks so much like a 602, man. Serious, look at that. The bell isn't maybe quite as tall, but then again, they had a couple different bells they'd use over the years. But I looked very closely at it when it came, because the seller couldn't find a stamp, but very close to the edge, because I cleaned it. You really couldn't see this because it was so crusty. Made in Japan. This is really, by and large, at least from that era, really one of the first B20 alloy made in Japan cymbals. In those days, often they made them out of brass. Okay, they'd come in. Whenever you find them out, they're often very, very discolored because they didn't put any protective coating on them. Usually they're very dark brown or orange. And brass, remember, brass is copper and zinc. Okay, the other metal they mix with copper is zinc versus tin. Okay, but this thing, listen to this. Sounds very nice, surprisingly. And it has shimmer. Well, I shouldn't say shimmer. There's not a whole lot of shimmer sonically, but it's wobble that goes on for decades. You probably can't see from there, but this thing, the very edges will wobble for almost 60 seconds. I'm totally serious. Well, here. So that was what? Probably about 10 seconds ago. We're waiting. Still wobbling, if you can't see. Let me just set this on ginger. Hang on, lightly. Hang on. Even after the stick on there, it's still wobbling. And we're already at 30 seconds. Even after me putting that stick on, it's still wobbling. Still. I'm talking at the very edge now. See, you can tell because of the light reflecting. Still a teeny bit. It's pretty much done now. That's almost 45 seconds, even with the stick impeding it. So let me just play these babies a little. I tuned them up. They're kind of more, I wouldn't say a bop tuning, but a jazz. Remember, I can't play jazz to save my life. mean, all seriousness, I really can't. So, so let me just play something. Are they too? How are they coming across? I should have probably done a. That's terrible. I'm gonna hit that. I'll get this. I used to kind of be able to do that. So, but how do they sound? Are they nice? Slow for that, but I think they sound kind of good. They're almost like Hendrixian. And the bell pattern goes like this. Right? Hang on a second. Oh yeah, that's what it does. You know, that's what I get for not practicing this stuff before I do it. I actually used to play that pretty well. It's hard to get that bell in the proper. For me, George had whipped this up in a New York second. There it kind of is. more videos on the way. I just wanted to get these up and running. And again, thank you for all the Bonzoleum fans out there, really. Someday we will, in fact, fill Madison Square Garden. And then some. And again, keep your eyes peeled for any B20 alloy made in Japan. So this is right at the edge, man. There's a quality to them, which is it's. And again, thanks for all my subscribers, seriously. More videos on the way, including a rehearsal of me playing with some folks, which is coming up, which should be nice. We're doing. I've been talking about Freeway Jam and White Room by The Cream, okay? So, thank you. Seriously, thank you so much.